Bingo. Bango bongo. What's the word? What's the stuff? What's the hap? Let's get dizzy. Blech. What are we doing? I got a mess. I got chaos. Positive chaos. What's everybody up to today? I saw Justin was just on. That's a little bright, huh? What if we switch to this and then pop this? All right, we're getting somewhere. I'm all alone in a world. I just got home. I looked. I saw Justin was on. I was about to say post, and he literally, yeah. Gabe, I'm finishing you tonight. And I know I'm saying that right now, but it's literally true. I have made a list. I've got stuff going on. I've been working on projects. I have a couple of things that I'm getting done after the live. The TKE, what's up? And one of them is Gabe tonight. Saloosh. What's up, None for Now? What's up, Bryant? Grateful. Dude, loving. I'm sure if you guys were just on with Justin, he was showing off his bulldog. Boom. This thing is sweet. Oh, TKE. Remember that knife we were looking at on Saturday on your live? This one? Ooh, we got the Chevron right here. Zircotai inlay. Oh my God. Let me show you the way. Hold on a second here. Swish. More light through yonder. Oof, look. Front flipper. Snap. You want one of these? $547 bones. Boosh. This is not mine. I do not get to keep this. Look at that inlay though. Tell me that's not sweet. Fred sent this to me to check out for a couple days. There he is. What's up, Fred? Look at this beautiful piece right here. The inserts are awesome. What's up, Marco? Clint? Front flipper action is great. Thumbs out fine. But as a lefty with the exposed frame lock there, ugh. If I hold on here and put my thumb over there, no problem. But you put that pressure on that lock as a lefty. As a righty, boom, flicks out, no problem at all. This knife is awesome. But in the case of me being a lefty, I can't flick this out. I've tried. I don't want to hold it wrong and drop it, but I can't. I have to literally hold on here so I can put my thumb out of the way to flick it. Clip is a little stiff. I haven't tried putting it in my pocket. I'm not going to be carrying this around. I'm just going to enjoy it at the house for a few days before I ship it off to the next person. What's up, Ron Sterling? None for Now. Looking at Fred's Chevron. This is the Chevron. DLC titanium, Zircotai, Magna Cut, right? Sick. Very cool. Awesome of Fred to send it to me to check it out. Ultimately, I didn't know what it was. Fred didn't even tell me he was sending me something. I just had some things coming in the mail. And I got like 4 packages in one day, and one of them was like, wait, what's this? Is that Fred? I think that's from Fred. I messaged him. He's like, yeah. Had him ship it to you. What's up, Ken? Look at this thing. The Zircati inlays right there. Oh, dude, this thing is scary. I don't want to hurt it. I'd hate to scratch this thing. It's just, although it's DLC. What are you worried about, Kenman? You know, DLC is stronger. The front flipper, listen to this, just snap. What's up, William? It would appear that I drove Titanium Justin off YouTube. What'd you do, Ron? He was just on. He was literally just on. I got on, I was going to comment. Easy on the action. Lighter like that. Tell me that's not sick. William's on his way home to unbox some new stuff. I have something out for delivery right now that should be here pretty soon. I was hoping it would get here before I went on. Yeah, the pattern on that inlay is awesome. I do have this TRM that I'm keeping all high and tight in the box. Boom. Look at this. This is the Holy Nerd Magna Cut Titanium. If you are a member of the channel, it is small. And then of course I got it the first time. But yeah, if you are a member of the channel, I'm going to do my first members giveaway, kind of an appreciation to all the people been helping out, making the channel what it is. And you could win this premium TRM. Look at how nice it is. Just small. Doesn't take up a lot of space. Look at this. I mean, it fits in my hand. You remember? Yeah, look at that. The micro texture milling that direction, and then they cross hatch it, and this little spot right here. Ugh. Rolls out really nice. Dude, this little choke up spot on here for doing some work. This is an awesome fifth pocket. It's definitely a smaller knife. I have a little struggles with it. I catch my finger trying to open it like that. It needs to get, see, I keep doing it. I can do it better with my right. Break it in. We'll get it there. Well, I won't get it there. I'll end up giving it away before then. But super cool. Yeah, I just really appreciate everybody, and that is one of the ways, because I was going to just have it for a giveaway, and then I decided, nah, I'm going to make it members giveaway slap. What is up, everybody? What's up, Waylon? Who am I missing? Just in time. How are you doing? I got a big list of stuff I put together, projects I'm working on, shipments I got to get out, winnings I got to get out, little care packages, some stickers for some people. Going to be doing a bunch of stuff today. Tonight and tomorrow are going to be active days. When I get off of work, I'm basically, I got to open my window a little more. It's hot in here. Ugh, Jesus, come on. You know, you can always do it faster if you actually just get up, but it actually takes you longer because you refuse to get up. You know, kind of one of those things. To be fair, yeah, that it looks smaller than it is in my hands because my hands are larger. Truth facts. Truth facts. So, ooh. Itchy on the nose. I am doing well. I had my family's, I was dog sitting for them this weekend, so I had the dog, kept me kind of busy. What's up, SC Knife Monkey? How you doing? Good to see you. You guys haven't checked out SC Knife Monkey's channel? Go do so. Yeah, so I was taking care of the dog for the weekend, kind of kept me busy. It was fun. Makes me remember that I don't mind doing it. Dog was fun. He was a good boy. But I'm pretty good on pets right now. I barely have enough time for myself, let alone having to prepare, plan things around it. But it was fun. We did have a good time. Snail Trail, Dale. Tippity tap tap. Dale is making cool micarta rings. And I'm going to be getting some more from him and probably setting it up. I'm going to buy some from him and do a couple giveaways as well. Katie Cake and Palma Beach Ball. Maybe. SC Knife Monkey is up to 288 subs, almost to 300. All right. I'll remember to bring it up on my next regular live as well. Excuse me. Good God. What's up, Paul? I gotta get this thing back out. I mean, first yawn that I've looked at on the channel. That front flipper is satisfying. The inserts. I remember when we were looking at them on TKE's live. And we couldn't tell, like the way the picture was, it almost looked like you were looking through it. Like if I hold this here at the right light, it almost looks like the blue, like my shirt. So it's like you're seeing something on the inside. It was kind of, the picture was weird. Plus, I think it was on his live, so it was on my feed that I was looking at. So it might have been a little bit smaller. And so I couldn't quite see what I was looking at with those Zircati, like, because they're like inlaid into the holes. It's like holes. And then they fit them into there, but recessed. So they do have some depth to them. It's a cool one, though. I'm glad I get to mess around with it for a few days. What's up, Kane? Yeah, I'll take some more pics, too. But, yeah, look at the Zircati. All of them, they look fantastic next to each other. The DLC coating looks nice. That front flipper sound is just snappy. Then you got the inserts on this side and the clip. Absolutely gorgeous knife. Ken Fix finally figured out how to front flip with his Odd 21. It takes a while. Some people still struggle with it today. You know, some people won't buy front flipper knives, which is, you know, everybody's got kind of a different thing. I'm not huge on the autos. But this auto, Tack Knives Goliath, not available right now, but it fires out good. 14C28N aluminum handle. Got this really nice texture. The jimps, the grip, the size, the choke up. I love this. I love it. I wouldn't say that I would want to daily carry or would feel good about daily carrying like an auto. You know. It's not necessary. You do not need that spring. If this knife wasn't an auto and it was just like a liner lock or something, I mean, either way, I'm going to carry it more. But the way it feels, I appreciate everything about the size of this, how it fits in my hand, how it feels when I grab it. What's up, Smokey? Ramen versus cereal, what are you choosing? You know, it's a day-to-day. That's a day-to-day. Because someday I'm really going to want ramen, and some days you just want that cereal, you know. Auto go vroom. Wow. Well, yeah, but we've talked about this, you know. But if I have this in my pocket, I can go. It's almost just as fast. No auto at all. So, I mean, a good knife. I mean, I guess you want really fast, the other Tack knives. Auto goes vroom. Auto go vroom. Vroom, 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 vroom. This was my carry today. Tack knives, tack knives. You got your 2 TKs. Right? Pretty fun. It's midnight. Definitely cereal. I guess it depends on the cereal too. You know what? I like just a good bowl of Wheaties. You know, Wheaties are good, but God, $7 for a box? What happened to the world we live in? It's like, holy God, is it really? Because it's like $3.99, $4.99 for these boxes, but then the Wheaties right next to it, $6.99. Like, I need the TAC utility OTF to complete. Let's look it up. The TAC utility OTF. Whoa, just got some wind. Why does that bounce like that? Okay, let's flip this around. TAC utility? Is that what it's called? The utility? Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, no, no, no. These are cool. They're cool, sure. You know, with the razor blades, no, I'm not interested. They're cool. They're fine. Some people will love them, but if I'm going to spend $60 on something, but it holds a razor blade, I'm actually not going to do it. I'm going to buy a $60 knife. These are great. They're cool. If I bought one of those, I'd use it for a giveaway or something. I have, what do I don't even, but the utility blade goes vroom. I was talking about it when we were on KC's live last week. And he was like, what if it flew out? And I said, you know, maybe that's the whole point. The whole point is I'm going to get one of these and remove the knife's ability to hold the razor blade. Like, it will not hold the razor blade, but you can put the razor blade in there. So you put it in there and then you fire it out. Launch the razor blade across the room, and then put another one in and fire another one. Now that is something I get on board with. But for me, I'm not going to spend $60 on a fancy razor blade holder, because that's what it is. I don't like cutting things with razor blades. If I got a job, morning Hernay, how you doing from the other end of the world? If I had a job where I'm cutting wires or cutting stupid stuff that's just getting gunked up all day long, where it was like I have to cut 100 times a day and it's gonna make a mess, and I'm cutting metal and I'm catching staples, stuff like that, I get it. I don't. I cut 10 things a day and they're all cuts where I could enjoy the cut. I could go put it away when I don't get the same joy out of the razor blade. But that's me. That's just me. Some people might be all about it, or they have a job where it just makes sense. What are you up to today, Hernay? Peanut butter crunch. Okay, fun fact, I probably had 1 million boxes of peanut butter crunch when I was growing up. It was my favorite cereal. I have never had a bowl of peanut butter crunch with milk. Never. I've had 1 million boxes of peanut butter crunch. They used to be my go-to snack jam. You just get the box. No need for a bowl, no need for a spoon. You just slam right into that box. That's what's up. Captain Crunch Frosted Flakes mixed together. Razor blades are cool, but they're for utility purposes. Exactly. To me, that's more of like, it'd work great, like I just said. If I'm cutting wires every day, it'd work great, like I just said. Sorry, trying to bring up my chat over here, make it a little easier for me. What's up, Sean? Hi, Kathleen. Kathleen's driving. Keep your eyes on the road. None for now. Rolls his eyes at $150 utility knives. I mean, they can. Sometimes it becomes the fidget factor. It's fun to actuate and open and close, but then I'd be like, there might be one similar in price. It's fun to open and close. It has a 154 cm blade on it. Voila. Voila. What's up, Dan? Stan. The DeWalt button lock beats the Milwaukee. Truth facts. I would agree with that. I just now recently was turned on to those DeWalts, and it's this one. I don't have the button lock, but I read some reviews and some people that buy this, and they like it. It works all right. I don't have a problem with it. What are y'all carrying today, says Dan Stan. My carry today was a twin tack knives. This is the tack knives out of focus Goliath auto. Boom. Fires out really nice. Aluminum 14C28 and lots of jumps on there. The action on this is just pow. It also has the lock. You can lock it open and you can lock it closed. Right? So keep it in your pocket, then boom, unlock, and then snap it out. Great choke up spot. So I did the dual tack knives autos today. So I got that Goliath, and then the other one was the tack knives Benji. D2 blade on this one. Change to your Arctic Storm practice for Blue Monday, said none for now. Herne's carrying an MI Gladiator, comfortable in the pocket. Can cut plastic hard shell with ease. With ease. That's what's up. Clint's got his TRM Bulldog and G10. How you liking that Bulldog? Ken Fix carried the Kershaw that he won last week. Brian Dixon, XM18. Tack Knives Benji will probably be your first OTF, a warning. Yeah, this is great. I mean, small size, cool little Warncliffe shape. Action is sick. Like, super snappy, super fast. Clean design. I like this. Some people had some issues with their blade not really being sharp when they got it. Mine was, and I just kind of hit it both sides just a little bit and then stropped it a little, and man, it's real nice now. I'll have to test it some more and see how long it lasts, but it's kind of one of those ones that for me is more of a fidgety fun than cutting stuff with it. Dan Stan Kubi Silo, I want to get one of those. Tops Cut 4.0 Kubi Coius Olatans Mini. Some people, meaning Knives Fast. Yep. Truth facts. Truth facts. Grape nuts in yogurt, says Blind Woo back there. Honey bunches of oats over vanilla ice cream. I've never done that. All I know is the grape nuts in the yogurt, it like grows. Like you eat a scoop, another half a scoop forms. Bernie's waiting on a scholar to arrive. Customs. Paul has the Pina Bravo Moorish Mini Sputnik Plunkett Micro Warning. Yeah, the Bulldog is cool. I'm really liking TRM. I'm going to have to pick one up. I was talking to him. If you saw my little Blade Show texts during the live, I did the little edit of just the TRM. It's like a 10-minute video. I looked at their prototype fixed blade, smaller little fixed blade. Very cool looking. When I was in contact with them about them sending the Holy Nerd, boom, this gorgeous piece right here. I asked them about that, the fixie, and they said it should be probably July. It will be available. Might pick one of those up. Dan Stan's been running his blade edges 15 and really liking the sharpness and extra edge retention. Who else has been trying 15 degrees? Did you guys see that new video from Neves talking about sharpening stones and stuff? I watched part of it. I got to end up watching the rest. I saw it, started watching it, got sidetracked, wanted to remember, messaged a paste, or sent a link to Ken Fixed, and haven't had a chance to watch the rest of it yet. Grateful Dawn, carry the petrified fish beluga. Not like that beluga. I like that beluga. Sterling, that's 17. It's okay to move from 15. I'm still looking at that petrified fish. I haven't pulled the trigger yet. Here it is, right there. The Scholar. I was thinking about ordering one. That's the one Herne ordered, right? I think it's cool. And what I actually like, I like the olive wood handle for sure. And then let me get on that zoom section. The blade shape, that little choke up spot, it's a liner lock, and then it's 8.9 inches. So it's kind of larger. 70 bucks. What is it? 154 cm olive wood. Yeah, I should pick that up. I should pick that up. That is cool. What else do I got up? So yeah, I had the tack knives page up. Got the Bless page up. Timber's Edge and Yon. That Yon is something. What's up, Tom? How you doing? Wondering if you ordered the Scholar. Can't wait mine. I haven't ordered it yet. You're gonna dye the scales black? Cool. I think I'm gonna get that wood one. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it. Titanium hardware. On what? Oh. It does have titanium. I'll be dipped. How about that? Huh. Well, dang. I'm going to have to order that. Cool. Got some knife storage on the way. Got too many floaters around the house. I got to start organizing. That's my plan. That is my plan. It's going to be hard to have a sharp maker and a strap. Look up the PFE09. From where, Paul? The olive one. Yeah, I'm totally for the olive wood. I love olive wood. The only problem I have with that is, you know, they might have 6 of them, and 2 of them might have the sweetest, like, grain to it, and then you could get one that just has boring chunk. And without having being able to look at them, it's like, oh, I wish I could look at them and actually kind of pick a few of them up and be like, ooh, I like this one. You know, with wood, you just never know. Petrified fish trilobite. Okay, yeah, Paul says petrified fish PFE09. How is my sound right now? Do I sound muffled at all, or does it just sound echoey? Wow. That is interesting. Sound is good. Sound is fine. Awesome. Well, we are going to do something about the sound. I picked up some stuff. Storage space super limited, so you ordered another Spyderco Spider Pack 36 slots windows. You can hang it on a hook. Oh, speaking of that, sidetrack. AEBL is fantastic stuff. Strong steels can go low on the angle and still hold it. Yeah, I got this right here. It's not hung up properly, but that is the NAF's like burrito roll. I thought about maybe hanging it on the wall because you can hang knives from the outside and the inside. So I could put them not in the pocket, but on the outside of the pocket and have it be an additional like wall display. Will code Kenman work for 50% off every knife on every knife website soon? Yes, Knives and Pizza, yes. We're talking minutes from now. Minutes from now. Almost ready to go live with it. The NAFS roll looks solid. Yeah. I think it's $30. I was gonna buy one in Texas, and Austin would not let me pay for it. He was like, no, you got your channel. There you go. And I'm like, no, let me buy it. And he's like, no, it's fine. Those guys are great. Those guys are great. I talked to them at Texas the year before as well, so we're kind of real good boys, you know. They're awesome, though. They're really fun stuff. But, yeah, look at this thing here. I'll turn it around quick. Pow. So I just got it up on the wall. It's got the magnet on the lower section. Straps, roll it up. But all these extra little pouches, and then you know what you can do is you can go like this on the outside. So then I could just put all the knives like that, and that could be a display like right here of like top knives, like which ones made it over to the NAFS board or something like that, you know, like regular carries or something to that effect. Yeah, but the NAFS burrito roll is solid. It's very thick. All of the edges are double sewn. It does have those magnets in there. It is a thick, chunky canvas. It's got that extra rigid kind of insert, if you will. Pull up the Boker keyhole. That was the one that wasn't released yet. Okay. Move some of this stuff. I did pick up these. Whoops. What is that, Kenman? Jesus. These are sound dampening hexagons. I got a bunch of them. So yeah, these are going to go around on the wall. I didn't get too fancy with it. I just got a bunch of black ones and a stack of white ones. And so be able to make some maybe some funky patterns up on the wall. I know they're yellow walls. I should probably paint before I do it, but whatever. So this corner, I'm going to get rid of some of this echo, maybe put some over here as well. Don't really need, I mean, I guess maybe I could put a couple up back through there, but this side with the shelves, I did get the lights on the shelves. Where is my remotes? The remote? Still a work in progress, but I can change the colors of them to whatever color we want, or if we just want the daylight, we can get it darker, brighter. I don't have the top one lit yet. I'm probably not going to light the bottom one. You're never really going to see that. I don't know. We'll see. The kits that I got only got me so far. I have some more lights. I just need the little extension pieces to get them up. So I need to order a couple more extension pieces. But I got both of them lit. So I was able to plug them in, get these three. So I'm just going to order a couple extensions so I can get some lights in the top ones. But they look pretty good so far. And then I can set up a crazy disco light changing show or make them go to the music or whatever stupid crap I want. But I'll probably just have them just be lit like normal. But trying to get the room done. I think I might put that right there and have it be top. Here's what the top 10 is currently or something like that. What's everyone think about that? Is that an option? Am I making everyone dizzy? So yeah, I'll back up here a little bit. You can see the main wall So I got my screens, the computer, a nice looking, the Cougar. For those of you who haven't seen the Cougar yet. She's doing it. She's doing it. But that back corner is definitely giving me some echo. And so I think those sound dampening things, I kind of looked into it and could have got the foam, but then shipping the foam, they say it gets crushed and then it doesn't hold its shape. And then I saw a few people talking about these. They have like this, they've got a little squish to them, but they're thinner. And then I can make a pattern of some kind of cool, funky thing up on the wall, and it should be enough with what I'm doing. I'm not trying to make a recording studio. I mean, well, I mean, I guess we are recording. But you know what I mean. I just needed to muffle the echo just a little bit is really all I'm looking to do. And I got way more. There was a sale. They were like 40% off or whatever. And if you buy two, you get 12 pack of the white ones for free. So I got, what is it? 30, 18 and 12. Yeah, I got 30 black ones and 12 white ones. So they're 12 inches across. It should be plenty of space. The angled sheaves. What? What did I miss? No real rotation for you. Just open your case and grab what feels right for the day. Yeah, I do the exact same thing. And because I'm getting so many different ones. Oh, shelves. The angled shelves. Yes, that's the plan, is I'm going to build something similar to like that, where I can have like a row of like 5. So I'm thinking all of these shelves will have an entire 4 or 5 shelf row across the back. So I can lay some down in the front like this, but then across the back, let's see if I can move this without dropping, like so. So each shelf would be a row and then stacks. And then when you back up, you would see that on all the shelves, just row and stacks to be able to get, I'm hoping all 300 of them. But I got to figure out how I want to do it exactly. Paul's been asking me to look at this knife for about 10 minutes now. Welcome to the show. Standard issue. So petrified fish PFE09 square front edge. Look at that. That's wicked. Okay. Anybody have one of these? Can you flip this open? Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, it's a pocket, it's a clip. The whole thing is the clip. So is it like a money clip, sort of, in a way? Or it's just the clip is so big that it goes across the whole thing, and then it looks like it's got a little top flipper to it. Huh. That's actually pretty cool. Paul, do you have one of these? Currently unavailable. Well, on the Amazon link that I brought up. Lights are looking cool, thank you. I'm working on it. Glad nobody's holding the camera up to my shelves. They are dusty. It's a wallet with a blade, right? Yeah, it's kind of like a money clip. I used to have, or this, this right here, the old school, keep it simple, stupid, CRKT Kiss. So this is a knife, but then it's also, you could put it's like your money clip, kind of a setup. It is a CRKT. Oh yeah, this one does look like that CRKT. What's the Razzle? I have that Razzle that's a fixed blade that has that chisel tip like that. I need to cut my nails, they're getting long. That is wicked though. Keep it simple, stupid, right? Yeah, I've had that thing. I think I got this right when they came out. I don't see a date on it. It's all basically totally worn off. I've sharpened it, used it a bunch. This has got to be 20 plus years old. Yeah, that Razzle is cool. My family gave that to me for Christmas. I don't know where it is right now, but it has that front, that little chisel tip to it. I have a Gerber money clip with a pull-out blade, forgot the name. I did see, was that on, what was that on? Where was that pen? Was that Tack Knives? I saw somewhere where it was a pen, but then the pen also has an auto knife that goes out the back of it. Was that on Tack Knives? I don't remember now. There it is. It was. This right here, look at this thing. Zoom in. So the Tack Knives tactical pen, right? You got your pen, and then you got your OTF blade that fires out. So it looks like this is part of the, you might have to line it up and then use the clip to fire it or something. Tell me that's not cool looking. And it's got the little, who knows how good of a blade that is. But it's fun. Now, why can't I close this? Close. Close. Thank you. Oh no. So how did that, why did that make me leave that whole page? Okay. So yeah, they're out of stock right now. 50 bucks, 6-inch pen, 440C blade, aluminum body, twist pen. Yeah, if these come back in stock, I might order one. It's kind of cool. Anybody got one? Tack Knives has some cool stuff. Been happy. What's up, Jim? Hi and bye. Monday all day long. Put on, Jim. Go get it. Go get it. Hit the like for Kenman, people, says Henry. Thanks, Henry. What's the word? What is the word? So I do have to figure out, does anyone know of any websites or links or design patterns? Haven't gotten any EDC type pens, says Just in Time. I have a couple. Of course, they're not near me right now. Although my daily carry pen, this is it right here. This is the Zebra. Wait a minute. Let me turn it around. Let me turn it around. Hold on. So it's not backwards. We have the Zebra pen. Can I focus? Probably not. Can't even tell it's upside down. Wow. Kenman. Kenman's Penman. There it is. Big old K Kenman. So this is the Zebra F701 Kenman style. But these are like $7. This is a $7 like stainless pen. These work great. I like the little grip right here. It writes well. I'm a lefty, so when I write, this doesn't smear. It dries really fast. You know, if you are a lefty, you know, if you're writing this way, you can kind of drag your hand through the ink, and some inks on some pens dry slow, and so then you kind of smear into it and get some ink on your hand. Anyone know how to stretch out a leather sheath that's a bit too tight? Wouldn't you get it wet? Jam her in there. Is Paul here? Quote. I feel like, yeah, like you kind of soften it up by getting it hot and maybe wet with something, and then that stretches it out, and then you let it dry in that condition. I don't know for sure. Anyone, $7 though. Yeah, $7 for that pen. I use it all the time, and it's solid. It's a good pen. Saran wrap the blade, and then oil the thing up. Is that what you're saying? Not using pens much these days, trying hard not to go down the rabbit hole and start a collection of them. Right. Well, I use a pen like at work. I fill out forms and orders and stuff like several times a day. And we have crap pens at work, and then you don't always have a pen, and you're looking for one. And then I don't like the ones we have because they smear, they don't write really well. And then there was a time when there was a guy that used to work there that would just put the pens in his mouth all the time, and then he'd put them right back with the other ones. It was like, ew, okay. So I started carrying my own pen at work, and then it's like a knife. You got one, then you start carrying two. Once you start carrying two, you're always carrying two. Once you start carrying two and a pen, you always are carrying two in the pen. Next thing you know, I'm carrying 3 knives and the pen pretty much every day. So welcome to the world. I don't know. I find it nice though. I tend to always need to jot something down or write something here and there. Although on your phone these days, your phone you can use. Just nonchalant, pull a sweet yawn right out of a box right here. This is the Chevron on loan from Fred. Woo-wee. This thing is sick. Except for I can't flip it. Ooh, wow. The zoom on this phone when we're doing this is poor. It is poor at the best. Tom says, yeah, wet the sheath as you described. Saran wrap the blade, get the whole sheath inside and out wet, put the blade in, let it dry. Bingo. Stretch that pig out. What up, Shay? How's it going? We're just doing it, hanging out before the other normal Monday lives start popping off. I don't know if I'll make it that long. Although I do need to start going on some stuff in here. I have projects that I'm working on. I made a list. I checked it twice. I got this massive stack of sound panels. So I'm going to use those to decorate this corner, kind of come up with something. So that's what I'm wondering, if anyone knows of any websites or anything that happen to have like patterns, like a cool hexagon pattern. Because I don't have to just put them all back to back and just fill it up. It was like I can kind of spread them out. And then I thought about doing something kind of, good Lord, like artistic-y, kind of abstract. Does that make sense? Hold on, let me. Hex patterns. Maybe that's what we just gotta do. I do kind of like live streaming next to my computer though, because we can sit here and look stuff up at the same time. Water can damage dry leather. Instead, cover the sheath in wax. There you go. It says Knives and Pizza. Kevin Smith and Knives, what's up, dude? What is up? So let's see. Kind of like that is kind of what I kind of envisioned. Let me kind of scroll quick, where you're just getting these random kind of patterns. It's kind of nice that I'm not really just seeing a bunch of what I was looking for, because then it's too normal. There we go. Kind of something like this is what I was thinking. Right? Where I don't have to necessarily put them all right next to each other. I can put some space in between them. and then throw a random, it's funny that these are black and white, kind of similar to what I got, but like kind of a design like that, where it kind of fills up a section, because especially with the walls that I have, I don't really have a ton of space that I really need to put a bunch of these. So that's why I was kind of thinking an abstract kind of a pattern, something funky like that. Grateful. Yes, I was just trying to send that link to me or to someone else. The link to this picture right here. Water, bad. Leather wax, good. Good to know. Of that pattern. Right? Yeah, thanks, Grateful. But yeah, something similar to this where it's just kind of a funky, doesn't really need to be too much of anything. And then it's like I got these two walls here. That is kind of the main echo. That's behind me. I think that's where it's all bouncing off the most. So what I thought was I could do, oh my God, hold on here. Hide that. But like if I've got these going up on this wall here, I could go bop, 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 bop. And then I could get to this corner and then it hits the corner like this and then goes to this corner and then starts riding up that wall. So I could kind of literally have that pattern kind of fall down this wall, kind of goes up this wall across and up and over this section here and maybe drop down on the right side of the TV or the monitor. Molecule looking, right? Yeah. That's kind of exactly what I was envisioning, is something similar to like the structure of some sort of a, yeah, that's the word. Kathleen made it home. All right, Kathleen. Kathleen, if you can think of any cool little patterns with a hexagon shape. I have two colors, but I thought about I could go and order some more just because they weren't expensive. I think for the what I got, they were basically almost $1 a piece, which really, if you think about it, $1 a piece isn't too bad. Do a DNA strand. Yeah, something weird, something like that. I don't think I have enough space. Like just this alone that we're looking at right now, that wall has way more. I mean, that's like an 8-foot wall that's probably, 8 foot tall and probably 12 feet across. And I literally have, I don't know if I have a space to do my initials. I could do a KDK, but that would actually probably be too big because these are a foot. And then the shape that they are, I would have to use, it would have to be more than 3 high in order to make a letter. It would have to be probably 4 high. Yeah, I don't have enough room to do that. I'd have to do it with something smaller. Yeah, duty. Do a picture of a knife. Yeah, I think that with what I've got and the wall space I have, I mean, it's literally 3 feet from there to the ceiling. So that's like 2 or 3 of them at the most by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do like a 3 by 6 and then maybe a 3 by 5 this way at the most, putting them all right next to each other. So the reality is I don't think I can get too many actual designs like of a knife or something. I could maybe do some type of a checkerboard type pattern or something like this where you could throw some type of a pattern in there. But even this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7 wide per diamond. I don't have any wall space anywhere that would be able to let me go 7 wide. It would have to be maybe something smaller, like, that at most. That's why I was just thinking kind of that DNA, kind of abstract chemistry kind of lines or something like this is what I'm kind of looking more like. For the space that I have, it's going to be smaller shapes like this because I got such big ones. They're a foot across And I don't honestly have a lot of wall space that needs it. And as you can tell right now, it is a little more echoey than I used to be. You like that thumbnail? Right on. Wow, look at this guy's arm. He's doing it. That's cool. I wonder how much he filled it in with, or what, like if that is all the further he's taken it, or if that's just stage one. And I think there's some patterns like this pattern or something where, like, if I made a few of them, I could make like some type of a shape and then go around that with a different color, like outline the shape with the black ones or something. Or maybe I should just order a funky color and add it into the mix. A couple of orange ones or red ones or something. Move this over here. Do the molecular structure of steel. Is that it? Is that it? Something like that. That is not steel, though. Here's a steel molecular structure. Doesn't really make a pattern, though. Like, we need more. Like, it would need to be something that has like a crazy composition to it. Here's me thinking that was just going to pop right up. I suppose it depends on the, what if you had to, like, if you just did like M390. All right, so here's some talking about how to make M390. Yeah, they end up, I'll have to do some research. Maybe I'll find something. Why am I trying to touch that? It's stupid. Just totally tried to go touch screen on a non-touch screen. Interesting thoughts. I'm probably going to take a bunch of them and lay them out on the floor and kind of make some patterns. I think I might just have to kind of play off the shape of the wall and just do something kind of interesting. And then just see, this is what the wall's got. This is kind of where I can go. And if I measure them off as I do it, I think I'm going to leave a gap, though. I like the way that rather than just have them literally locked into each other, to actually have like the space in between. Let me scroll back up. Where was that one that we were looking at? That black and white one. Of course, now I can't find it again. You'd think it would be, oh no, it's right here. No. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Where did that one go? That's just wrong. It should be on this page. Ish. Something just riding the wall like that. Definitely leave a gap. What's up, Lars? What is happening? Yeah, something like, see these, how there's that space in between them all. I don't know, it's far away. So rather than them all touching, there is the wall. So you'll see kind of a gap of some wall in betwixt. That is where I am feeling groovy. It was before that. So now I should be able to scroll up from here and see there it was. This is my favorite kind of thought so far. I mean, I'm not going to copy that, but that kind of idea. Ooh, it'd be cool to have some light bleeding out from in between the gaps. Yeah. Or you just make a false wall, right? And then put all these on the false wall so it's lit from behind. And then the light kind of pops out in between them. That would be cool. I like that, Herne, but that's going to end up turning it into more. I was looking at making this light background wall that I may still do, because I thought about putting it in this corner back here or along this, because I have this space right here that this might end up being what's going to go there, but right now I've got that gap that I could hang up something or put something, not sure what. So I have this is the NAF's, oh, it's not gonna, NAF's burrito roll. Got these nice clasps, thick, heavy duty stuff. But I thought about just hanging this up, and then you can put the knives in the pouch, or you can put them on the outside like that. So I could take, like, you know, some of my favorites or whatever, and then put them all on here like this and hang that up on the wall. Light strips in the gaps. Color changing light strips in the gaps. Robo Steve. My face just looked like Evil Dead. Ash from Evil Dead. So it does have some smaller little pouches here for some pens or some different things. There's some magnets right there so you can slap. But I think I might actually put this on that wall right there and put up all my favorite, or some of the top knives, like who's making the wall today or this month or something like that. I don't know. It's a thought. It's a thought. But got the lights on the shelves doing their thing. What do we got? Let's try. We could just go bright. What's this one? Modes. Ooh. Some fade modes. Sucks that you have to scroll through them all to figure them out. I can actually set these up on my phone. Like, you can hook up an app on your phone and you can change them. It might be easier to control than the random buttons on that switch. What's up, brand new American? Trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing in this room, and now the lights are really, I could slow that down. Right in the wrong spot. Oh, I sped them up. Slow it down. I slow it down a lot. Yep, that's actually going. That's kind of nice because then it's a slow, subtle change. Get a foam mannequin to show off your big blades and just stab them in. Can you see that from here? You see that over there? I don't think I can zoom on this, but I can. Get a little stabby. Oh my God. I got stuff to do. I gotta figure things out. I gotta record some stuff. I need to make some videos. I need to unbox some things. I need to pack some stuff up and ship it out. Lots of stuff going on. What do you think about the pattern? I like it. Whoops. Is that a foam Kenman? No, I do have a foam Kenman though. I do have a foam Kenman. Videos, projects, modding, busy. Yeah, very. I did this once back when I was making Boba Fett armor. I used to make a lot of armor. This was 20 years ago. But what I did, Tom's stuff should be here Thursday. Sweet. What I did is you get an old, I'll give you at least something better than nothing. All right, there we go. You get yourself an old pair of clothes, right? Long sleeve shirt, pants, right? And then what you do is you wrap your, so I got a long sleeve shirt on, I got the pants on. You wrap your entire body in duct tape, right? So you're not getting the duct tape on your skin because you're wearing clothes, but you basically wrap your entire body in duct tape, okay? So now you're stuck. So then what you do is you cut yourself out. So you basically cut a slit up the back so you can kind of basically pull the whole thing off, all right? Then you tape it back up, but you fill the entire thing with expanding spray foam. Right? So then what you end up with is you have a spray foam copy of the shape of your body, your length of your legs, your arms, torso. And then I put that on a mount. And so it's like I have a full-size mannequin that is my shape that I then use to put the armor and stuff on it. But when I used to have that at the house, you have it in the corner. And it doesn't matter how many times you know it, you've seen it, it's there, you know it's fake. You walk into that room and you're like, oh, I thought that was a person. You just always think it's somebody. Grateful's dinner is ready. See you later, bud. What's for dinner? If you're still here, let us know. I feel it's a requirement. People leaving for dinner, we want to know what you're eating. Let us in. Do it naked so when you pull off the tape, you get the full Hellraiser experience. We have such sights to show you. Yikes. And you wouldn't need to wax. It would just be it'd be a wax and you've done it. Ooh. Yikes. Homemade pizza? I'm in. I'm not sure what I'm eating for dinner tonight. I do have a pizza in the freezer. I might do that. What else do I have? I could get lazy and order something or go pick something up. Mac and cheese with wieners cut up in it. Robo, solid. A mac and cheese, and then you doctor it up with some meat of some sort. I'm in. Herne had some hummus. What are Vita wheats? I know the hummus, but what's a Vita wheat? Knives make you eat cheap. I gotta save money so I could buy more knives. Truth. No doubt about it. Yeah, it's been good. I ordered more stuff for the room. Getting this done. Microphone issues have been kind of strange. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do about that yet because I want to kind of get rid of the echo first. Vita Wheat's dry grain cracker tastes gray and depressing. What is that flavor? Depression. Depression. What's up, Late Off Pete's? I have some knives that I need to do unboxings for from Pete's. I got a bunch of stuff to do. Oh, God. I almost forgot about them. I got a stash of Ken's. I got to finish up Neil's and get him shipped back. And I got some I'm shipping back to Lanyard Man too. I still have a few unboxings that I haven't done from my Texas haul. And then, boom, I got a bunch from Laid Off Pete. So it's like I'm still catching up on filming stuff. I've got a ton. I've got a ton. He's like, I wasn't going to say anything. Well, I know they're there. I've been looking at them. It's like, good Lord. Lately, just time. It's been a little while. It's been going quick. Been prepping for my disc golf league starts next Wednesday. So I'm kind of getting ready for that too. Once I got that rolling, though, it's just kind of smooth sailing. It's like prepping, getting the tags. Tags are all done. Those are all going out. Get those to everybody. Finish up the weekly prizes. And then that stuff doesn't have any, it's like they just sit there. And then it's like, oh, next Wednesday. But making the prizes, making the tags, making all the stuff, getting ready for when it starts. Although I only got 8 weeks worth of prizes on the way, so I'm going to hope that they restock so I can order more materials. Laid Off Pete sitting there thinking about the stuff that I have that's his. I fear the post office? No. It's hard to get there when you work all day during the day, and then when I can go there on lunch, it's like I can't go there on lunch because there's 30 people in line. I need to set up a thing I can prepay and then bring it. I see you got the Goliath. Regretfully didn't buy one because you were waiting on the review, and now the blends are all gone. The Goliath is awesome. I really like it. Boom. This is even just, it feels right as far as a user. I'm not looking for an auto user, but here it is. 14C, aluminum, feels good in the hand. It's a winner. I like it. Dude, take your time, even if it's another month or two. I'm ripping. I'm rip roaring. This next week I'm going to be flying through some stuff. I want to try to, but if I were to make all the videos and all the stuff I have to make right now, I could probably take a break for like 2 weeks because I'd have enough videos to cover through the end of the month easily. Sometimes I throw up. My cat's breath smells like cat food. Ended up getting a Bird Blades Slim Mini Concept Bulldozer, Tactile Maverick, and Titanium. I seen the pics of that Tactile. This thing is nice. So you're at the end of your funds when the blends drop. Yeah, that's kind of how it works. It's like, oh, this is coming out, but I just bought this and this. So I'm kind of waiting a little bit. Probably best. Yeah, except for it was like all of like $30. It was like $30. It's like, That deep dish pizza I ordered last night after tip was close to $30. And I ate it. Right? Versus this, I still have. Yesterday, you tripped over your toe. I always try to avoid the line at the post office, print off the pirate ship and drop it off. Actually drop off UPS store, even if it's USPS. Easier. Yeah, that's kind of the way to go. I try to get there. There are certain times of day when there's nobody there. So I can take my lunch early. I'll basically, if I'm going to mail something that day, that's what I do. and you take the lunch early, you get there, no one's on lunch right then, so there's not really anybody there. Do I have thoughts on the Glock fixed blade? I am not even aware of that. Am I being trolled? Glock OEM field knife. What did he say? Thoughts on the Glock trolley? Yeah, you wonder why I'm questioning if you're potentially trolling with the name trolley. Glock OEM field knife, fixed blade, root saw, battlefield green, $35. I've never heard of it. I didn't know they made knives for that price. You could check it out. Anybody know anything about that? A spring steel. It's made out of spring steel, and they say it is. Spring steel phosphate treated blade. Wow, what a trip. Got some spring steel. Yeah, I mean, I'd give it a shot. It looks like a beater. It's got a nice little shape to it. Bring it to Staples. I didn't know you could bring those to Staples, Fred. That's kind of nice. Tom just ordered the Emerson Magna Cut, and now I have to do the transmission in your car. Now I got to do the transition in my car myself because I just bought another Magna Cut. Got the priorities straight. That's fine. Fell up the stairs. Yeah, big toes. Big toes. I would consider checking it out though. Whenever it's under $40, it's not so hard to justify trying it out, depending on what it is. Yeah, Herne says it doesn't like cross-contaminating companies. In a way, it makes sense because it's like a company should focus on what they focus on. And it's like if they're focused on this, and then they also make a couple of these, like how much are they putting into these versus a company that focuses on these? You know, there's something to be said for that. Doesn't mean that you won't find something from a company that isn't specifically made for making those or whatever, you know, item it might happen to be. Laid Off Pete had an H&K sweet looking knife back in the day. Probably a rebranded Boker. I have an actual H&K. We don't mess around with those in here. Divide between communities is a lot more pronounced in your country. It might be different in the US. They're kind of even, but like on YouTube, it's a big, you either do it or you don't. Like there's only so many questions. Like when you're making a video or whatever, there's literally the main question is like, is it made for kids or is it not made for kids or whatever? And you have to answer that every single time. But then as far as like monetizing and stuff, they want to know like, are you talking about firearms? Are you talking about, are you swearing or whatever? They kind of want to know what you say you're going to be getting into before they determine your monetizing and your ad connectivity or whatever. Tactile makes good pens. Then they made good knives. Right? Right. But it's kind of like a thing like trying to think of a completely different brand where it's like they make, I don't know, like a company that makes motorcycles, but they also make speakers or something like Yamaha or something where it's like you can get, or do you know what I mean? Like it's like it's wild all the different things that they actually make when it's what's their niche. Make sausage. VWs. I have a VW out in the driveway. A 1990. That thing is 25 years old. How about that? I need to fix it up. I need to fix it up. What's everybody got going on tonight, though? You gonna hang out, watch some lives later? You got some plans on this Monday? Just gonna chill? Hogue used to make grips, and then they made knives. Sure. We're all praying for you, low tier. I hope it goes well. Fred the Lug finishing your taxes. I'm about to do that tonight, too. I'm about to finish that tonight, too. I've been lazy. Could have done it a long time ago. Yamaha makes motorcycles and guitars. And speakers. Watching me, then watching Knives Fast. Yep, I'll have him on. I definitely have to get some stuff done, though. So I'll say I'm going to be lurking pretty tough lurk. First car was a 90 Honda CRX. Dude, my second car was an 85 Honda CRX. My first car was a crappy Dodge. I say Dodge Charger because it was a Dodge Charger, but it was the 84 Dodge Charger, you know, the hatchback, not a sporty car at all, Dodge Charger. And then when I turned 18, I got the 85 Honda CRX. I love that CRX. I redid it. That was my first body work I did myself. I fixed up there were some holes, some rust patches and stuff about size a quarter in a few places. Bondoed it, cleaned it, painted it, made it look real nice. I miss that car. 78 Nova hatchback. Not the Shelby then. No. Although they did have a Shelby Charger, like the 80, what was that, the 86 or the 87 Shelby Charger, and it still looked the same. It was that ugly hatchback. Wife's calling your accountant right now. That's fun. Justin, what's up? I saw the last seconds of your live. I got home. I saw that you were, yeah, I bet you it does go like hell. 78 Nova? Fun. But yeah, Justin, I caught very end. I was just about to leave a comment. And you were like, yep, I'm out of here. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I came in here, kind of started grabbing some stuff, getting ready to do some work tonight. 88 IROC. Yeah, buddy. That's rad. What's up, Blind? Ooh. I'd take an 88 IROC. Put my jean jacket on. Crush that thing. You got off so I could go. No, like right when I popped up, I turned on the computer, I turned it up. It was like, oh, there's Justin. I clicked into it, and you were like saying, all right, we'll see you guys later. Boom. You were gone like 5 seconds into it. I didn't even have a chance to be like, hey, everybody, or whatever. And then I grabbed my foams. I got a bunch of these foams. I'm going to get those hung up, get rid of some of this echo. Get some pit vipers. Oh yeah, baby. The Big Chief is awesome. Mine, I don't know if it's here yet, or it might be out in the post in the mailbox at this point. It probably is actually. She's pissed. They should have already been done, right, Kevin? Mine should have been done too. I usually do them right away because I always kind of have them take out enough so I know I'm going to get a little bit back. Sometimes I get a few hundred back. Sometimes I get more, but it's usually I get a couple $100 back. Been doing it that way for years, and I usually by February I'm already done. I just do it and have it be done, and because it doesn't take very long. Here we are, about to do them. Should figure it out. I'm also filing for the channel a little bit, so that's making it a little bit more. So I'm going to be able to claim some stuff, see how that goes. I'm filling out like a Schedule C, or I don't remember what it's called right off the top of my head. Should be fine. It's pretty easy when you really only have one job and then the YouTube channel. It doesn't take me very long to fill out the information that I have and the taxes that have already been taken out. I don't have kids. I don't have family. I don't have other stuff to do. You know, so it's pretty simple. Plug in a few numbers and I'm good to go. Although I might need to, with the channel, it's a little bit more involved. Although I'm kind of small time, so it's still fairly easy. I don't know. We'll find out. Time is it? 6:09. Lord of mercy. We gave the account and everything for business and personal back in February, and you still haven't done it? Dale's back there lurking. I'm just looking. Kind of like this red light over here that's... What's next? Red, then what? Green. Nice ring. You know it. You know it. This guy, he leaves trails like a snail. My Carter rings everywhere. Wouldn't even attempt to do mine. I was kind of felt that way, but then I realized, like, it was like a couple years ago when I didn't have the channel. It was like, here's my one form from work. It was like plop, 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 boom, boom, done. You get $400 back. Like, okay. What's up, brother? That's not my brother. Brother. What's up, Maxilla? That's why your wife's steaming? It'll be fine. Renee. Dale's here right now. I did ask him about if he had an Instagram. What did he tell me? It was like he gave me like his Facebook link, and I forgot to get it linked up. But Dale, do you have any other Instagram link or whatever for Renee? Or wait, we're friends on Instagram. I should be able to do that. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Welcome to reality, right? Snail Trail to LEDC. And there you have it. Sorrel's Micarta Creations on Facebook. Sorrel's. Sorrells. Sorrel's Micarta Creations. Yeah, I don't think it'll let you link it, Dale, but that'll get them there. That'll get them there. Cool. Make some good rings, though. Getting some more. No, he made me the 12.5. Thanks, bud. Yeah, see there, Renee's got it. My blue, any G10 for a guy that doesn't like micarta, says Titanium Justin. That is correct. That is correct. Well, I really need to do some stuff. I need to get to it. If I sit here, I could sit and chat with you guys, which is fine, but I need to get productive. I need to start doing some stuff. I need to get this sound dampening crap up on the wall. I need to start making these videos, getting this stuff done so I can get it shipped back. Nice fast. Might start a little bit early, but you keep going as long as you want. No pressure. I just have some stuff to show and don't want to be on late tonight. I was literally just about to say I'm gonna call it nice fast. What's up, Casey? Because I have too many things to do. I'm gonna have to lurk in yours a little bit. I got some things to do, stuff in the room. I got some projects I want to finish up tonight, and a few more videos I want to record. So I'm pretty busy, and it's all good. Casey, you start up as soon as you want. Well, I mean, you start up whenever you want anyway, you know? But yeah, I'm about to bust out of here anyway. I want to get some of this stuff done. But I will be lurking, listening in on Casey. He's got a guest, as always. Addicted to knives. We talking about knives up in here? Sort of talking. I'll show you my carry one last time. I got the tack knives, Goliath. 14C28N auto with an aluminum handle. Great snappy action. Does have the lock. You can lock it open or lock it closed. Got a nice little tactile little sound to it. Pops out. Oof. Really nice. So that's tack knives Goliath. And then I had the tack knives Benji D2 on this one. Nice little fun little carry. I'm going to look at some more stuff from Tack Knives. They got some really cool stuff. Check it out. This one is no longer in stock, but if the Goliath Auto pops back in availability, I recommend it. That knife is sweet. Super fun. I am out of here, though. Anyone who is looking for something to do, Casey's going to be on in a few minutes. Go check that out. Just watch your review on that. Sweet. Thanks, Blind Woo. Much appreciated, everyone. We're crushing the 9K, almost to 9,100. Let's get to 10K. Going to do a big giveaway and some stuff for that. Also going to be doing my first members only giveaway. So if you are interested, want to get on board on that. But yeah, take care. We'll see you all over in Casey's Live in a little bit. Stay sharp. Walls will be different soon. They're blank now. We'll see what I come up with. Appreciate everyone's help. We'll see y'all later.